Do you have it like, could you just paste the... area? With Mike, okay. And any idea about a question? Okay.
Hey, yeah, can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, wonderful. Hey, got me. Check. So Steve's actually in Allen, right?
Got it, thank you.
Yeah, I've got this little stick now.
I don't
know if I have to turn it on.
I'm just gonna put some.
Okay. Okay. Let me. There we go. It's a little bit. I'm getting used to it. So he's right. He's right outside of Dallas, then, right? Yeah, Allen's. Yeah, Allen's a suburb of Dallas, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The El Paso shooting suspect lived with his grandparents in the Dallas area, more than 600 miles away from El Paso, Texas. Team 12's Steve Patterson joins us from Allen, Texas. And Steve, that suspect appearing in court today, did you sense any remorse for his heinous actions?
The suspect appeared before a magistrate judge, was read his Miranda rights. We're told since he was taken into custody, investigators have said that he's been extremely cooperative, has been cooperating with the investigation, has been very forthcoming about the details involving the case. But as far as remorse, we didn't get a sense that there was any. There was a report from court that said he was lucid, was calling for a court-appointed attorney, spoke obviously back and forth with the judge and the people of the court, but did not necessarily show remorse for what he had done, did not appear to show any sorrow or sadness for the killing that took place in El Paso. Back to you.
Steve, what about his background? We're hearing a lot about this manifesto that is circulating on the internet and also the site 8chan. Have we learned anything new about this suspect that hasn't already come out?
So investigators are now confident in linking that manifesto that appeared before the shooting on 8chan to the suspected shooter. The manifesto obviously detailing things about what the shooter was describing as a Latino invasion, talked very vehemently against immigrants, talked about Texas being infested with Latino immigrants, a lot of hate-filled speech obviously in that manifesto. That widens up if you look at his larger social media profile, things like Twitter and Facebook, to writings that he had on there praising President Trump for his speeches about immigration, for talking about building a wall, and obviously admonishing those immigrant communities. But as far as detailing any prior incidents or anybody that has accounts of him on the ground, it's all been pretty pedestrian. There are some accounts of him back in school, of him being a pretty quiet kid, not saying much, keeping keeping to himself, but anything that would indicate that he was capable of mass murder, I don't think we're able to see that or able to have any information that backs that up or supports that at this point in time. Although the investigation is early on, they're digging obviously into those social media profiles, digging into his background, talking as much as they can to any associates or family, and that's work that will obviously continue as this court case goes on. Back to you.
And real quickly before I let you go, Steve, what's the feeling there in Allen? I know that's a suburb of Dallas where he came from. I'm sure the entire state of Texas is grieving.
My aunt lives right here in Allen, less than 5 minutes away. Obviously, it's tense knowing that the suspected shooter of one of the worst mass shootings in American history was living here and then decided to drive 10 miles to El Paso to commit that heinous suspected atrocity. But this is a tight-knit community. It's a very affluent, very well put together suburb of people that seem to live in harmony and peace. We haven't seen so much as a peep around the area where his grandparents are reported to live. People are just kind of going about their day, but obviously very saddened about what's happened in their community and what's happening in their state and now larger country. Back to you.
Steve, thanks so much for reporting. We appreciate it. Steve Patterson for us in Allen, Texas tonight. Thanks for your insight.
Thanks, Mike.